Alright, so for those of you just tuning in, I'm about to play some more competitive Pokemon Showdown live, this time against some viewer battles. The first battle today will be OU tier versus Rage Master 900. Today I'll be playing a team that I actually got from Thunder Blunder, and this is a sort of OU balanced team. It contains Tangrowth, who will be our specially defensive wall with the Assault Vest held item, boosting its special defense. It also has the Regenerator ability to give it some extra longevity, and Giga Drain's a very annoying Pokemon to deal with. And then we also have the Choice Specs Chandelure, one of my personal favorite Pokemon, and I love this set so much. The idea is that the Choice Specs very, very good with the extremely powerful attacking moves that we have. Very few things can take a Choice Specs Overheat, and then if need be, I can trick the Choice Specs onto an opposing utility Pokemon to cripple it entirely. And then we have, this is actually a Protean Greninja, not Ash Greninja. It's got Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Gunk Shot, and U-Turn to try and maintain offensive momentum. So if I think my opponent's going to switch, I can U-Turn out of there and make sure that I maintain the advantage over him. Our physical wall is going to be this Landorus T. It's got Stealth Rocks as well, so this is usually the thing that we want to lead with. U-Turn to pivot out of there, Hidden Power Ice to deal with the opposing Landorus Ts and or any sort of like ground dragons that are all over the place. So it's quite nice to have Hidden Power Ice actually in the current metagame, especially with things like Zygarde floating around. We have a Zapdos, also with Hidden Power Ice. So it's 3 attacks Roost with Electrium Z. This will be our Z move. And then we have Mega-Scizor, which will be kind of one of our defensive pivot Pokemon. This is actually defensive Mega-Scizor, which, believe it or not, is actually quite strong. Bullet Punch still hits fairly nicely due to Technician, and the just high base attack that this Pokemon actually has, and I've got U-Turn to get out of there. This will be the way that I remove my the opponent's entry hazards with Defog, and it's got Roost for longevity. For those of you who are new to Pokemon and have no idea what I'm talking about and would love to get into it, I have a very in-depth competitive Pokemon tutorial that I encourage you to watch first. But without further ado, let's jump straight into this battle. Not played versus Rage Master before, so let's do it. That's an interesting looking team. During this video, as always, I'll be giving you all the thought process behind my decisions to hopefully overall improve your understanding of competitive Pokemon, and I appreciate those of you who just take the time to support my content for games beyond just Age of Empires 2. It's one of the best ways to motivate me to continue producing AoE 2 content. And also, I think you'll find that Pokemon, just like AoE 2, it just has an incredibly interesting, in-depth competitive scene. It's nothing like the single player. It's super fascinating. GLHF. So, who am I going to lead with? Well, it depends on who I think he's going to lead with. I think he'll lead with Greninja and try and set up some spikes, potentially Hydro Pump me and whatnot, which means that leading with my Landorus could be quite bad. So, if I think he's going to lead with Greninja, if I go with Zapdos, then that means he might end up Ice Beaming me. Is that fine? What is my best answer to Greninja? Okay. Lead with my own Greninja and attempt to... What's my best answer here? You really care about Ice Beam? Good Gunk Shot him. I wonder if he has a good answer to this. He'll probably Spikes. If I lead with Greninja and he goes with his Greninja and he goes for Spikes, then I can just Hydro Pump him, right? Okay, so that's not the plan. I just realized that this might be blocking some of the things on the screen, so I'm going to try and shift that a little bit. Look at that production quality. See that? Okay, so he looks like his Stealth Rocker is actually going to be Garchomp. Generally speaking, at the start of the game, players do try to get their entry hazards down on the field, which do deal damage whenever someone switches. I could go for Ice Beam here, but do I want to predict the switch? Well, I'm just going to go for Ice Beam. I'm sure he's going to switch, though. If anything, though, he doesn't really have... He's probably going to go Bisharp, yeah. So if I ended up going for Hydro Pump, that would have been significantly better, but I felt like this still would have done a ton of damage regardless. And my question is Bisharp faster than me? I don't think... No, Bisharp is not faster than me. He could go for Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch has priority, so... But that's not going to kill me. So I actually don't think that he has an answer to this Hydro Pump. Yeah, I will live this Sucker Punch, and I should be able to just finish that off with Hydro Pump. Excellent. Okay, so we're off to a very, very good start here. So 6-5. And now, alright. He's going out to his own Greninja. I don't know what his EV spread is, so I don't know if he's faster than me or not. And I don't want this to be a speed tie. I am max speed, though. I am max speed and timid for a reason. So, I could U-turn out here, which is the best play if I think I'm gonna win the speed tie. I can't sack Greninja, right? And what do I think he's going to do? I mean, he just might U-turn out here as well. I'm not entirely sure. What should I do here? Pokemon is a game about predictions. It's all about mind games. In this case, I have to be thinking about all of the moves that he could possibly do and try and plan appropriately for that. I have no idea what he's going to do. Do I need Greninja to kill anything on his team in particular? Actually does seem quite valuable. I don't think I want to risk a speed tie. If I go into this thing, he might end up Ice Beaming me. That'd be very bad. I actually don't have a good answer to his Greninja. My best answer to his Greninja was my own. U-turn won't do anything to him. I actually might just go out into Scizor, I think. I think this Hydro Pump will... Okay, he ended up... Oh, he's physical. Okay, so he's physical. That's interesting. I was going to say, I think this Hydro Pump will actually do a lot because I am physically defensive, not specially defensive, which could be a problem. However, he is physical, which is good, which means I actually wall him, so I no longer fear his Greninja. This is actually fantastic. I can see right now that his team, while it appears to be very strong, is heavily physical. It's like way too physical, so he needs some special attackers. Bullet Punch is very strong here, so I think I'm actually just going to Bullet Punch. I think he'll switch out, but he no longer has Bisharp to tank that really well. Alright, so he's got Marowak. I think I'm faster than Alolan Marowak is. 85 to 207. Well, unless he's max speed. If he's max speed, there's no way I'm risking it by going for U-turn, right? There's absolutely no way, so I need to go out into my physical wall here. So I'm going to go out into Landorus, and then Landorus should be able to... but if I want to predict the fire move and go into Chandelure, that's pretty sick, right? Chandelure is always faster, so... Alright, if he goes for Shadow Bone, then he's really good. This is an unnecessary flex play. Boomerang? What? Okay, I was about to say, going out to Chandelure is an unnecessary flex play, because the safe play is actually going out into Landorus. But if he went for a fire move there, which I thought he would do, which is the whole point of having this on my team, then I would have gotten my Flash Fire boost, which would have been sick, and then I would have been able to just revenge kill this thing, and then potentially sweep his entire team. Unfortunately, though, he went for Boomerang, which I did not expect, which means now I have lost my Chandelure. At least I have Initiative once again, which means I can go for an EQ. He has two things that are immune to Earthquake. While one of them is weak to Hidden Power Ice, I think that the odds of him staying in here are like really low, so I'm actually going to set up Stealth Rocks, because Stealth Rocks hit two of his guys really hard. But yeah, he just roasted me, man, with that. With that switch into Chandelure. Did not expect the Boomerang, so very well played. If anyone has any questions in the Twitch chat, feel free to ask me, by the way. I'd be happy to answer them to try and clarify anything for you. I don't actually fear this. I'm actually going to go for the HP Ice. Yeah, it looks like he'll just set up rocks. That's fine. The way my Landorus is set up is actually a nice, clean 2-hit KO, unless I get a very low roll. Breaking the meta. Breaking the meta, Rage Master, with my Hidden Power Ice. Don't let the bone hit you on the way out, says you're the bows. I got you baited, guys. So that was the flex play. Was going out to Chandelure. But the safe play, if you learn anything from watching my Showdown lives, the safe play was to always go to Landorus there. That was a low risk. There's no risk by me going into Landorus. However, I wanted to win the game, and it would have been so sick if I got that Flash Fire boost. Because that wins me the game if he goes for the fire move right there and then. However, right now the game, very, very close. I had to take that risk if I wanted to put myself in an advantageous situation, because now we're kind of in the middle. Okay, so he's faster than me. He's just going to Ice Beam me. Again, oh wait, no, he's not going to Ice Beam me because he's physical. It's super weird. I'm going out into to Scizor. So if he's a god, what? Oh, whoa, no, he's mixed. I did a shitload. Sucks to be physically defensive. So he's actually mixed. Super interesting, right? Interesting. Well, Bullet Punch absolutely kills him, and goes first because he's Ice type. He's going to switch out again, but I mean, should I predict that? So if he was a god, I was going to say he was going to predict my obvious switch to Scizor, and then he would double out. I mean, if I tried the flex play earlier, which was to go out into Chandelure, predicting the Fire-type move, and I got pooped on, so I'm not sure if I should really be predicting him here. The Bullet Punch is the safe play. I know he's going out into his Marowak. If he goes into Marowak, I don't care. Oh, he goes into this thing. That's fine. Is this thing a Rough Skin? This is a Rough Skin. Oh my god, it's got Rough Skin and Rocky Helmet. Bulky. You're the Bozass, but seriously, doesn't Heatran outclass Chandelure in almost every way? In some ways it does. They both have the Flash Fire ability, of course. They're both fire types. It's just that Heatran is generally a little more on the defensive side of things. And the reason that I like this team is that I really like Trick as a move. And I think that Specs Chandelure's hits, it's a more offensive Mon. I don't think Heatran strictly outclasses it, but Heatran is very good. So anyway, U-turning actually causes me to take a ton of damage, so I'm actually just going to go out in the Landorus here. Because I get the Intimidate off. Ooh, he's got Dragon Tail. Ah, it's sick. This is physically defensive Garchomp, actually, with the Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin, Dragon Tail. This is interesting. So this actually gives me the advantage here. You know, even if he runs Fire Blast, I have Assault Vest. Very, very specially defensive. And again, if you want to get into competitive Pokemon, and I hope that this convinces you to try it out, please do watch my tutorial video on it. Maybe one of my mods will link it. Alright, so I get a free knockoff here, is the way I see it. So I'm going to go for a free knockoff. He's got the Toxic. I love this. Elias says, do people still play old gens? Yes, they do. So I get a free knockoff. I do take a ton of damage, though, from the Rocky Helmet plus Rough Skin, and I am Toxic, which will definitely cripple my Tangrowth's longevity. But since I have the Regenerator ability, I will be able to switch in and out and recover some HP, and I have Giga Drain, too. I was really hoping he'd switch out, but in retrospect, there's, like, no reason that he would. I wonder if I should have gone for Giga Drain there, just so that I just wondered if he would have kept his Garchomp for fodder, right? That way he'd have something to switch into that would die, and then he gets the switch initiative. So by going for Knockoff would royally mess up any Pokemon on his team. If I went for Giga Drain, though, it's not a contact move, so it wouldn't have taken damage from Rough Skin and Rocky Helmet, so it's a thought. It's a thought. Am I faster? Probably not. I'm gonna eat it here. Going out to this thing. Oh, yeah, Elias. Yeah, people still play the old gens on Pokemon Showdown as well. Yeah, they do. Jammer says he's playing Gen 2 at the moment. Tim K says, I played a bit of competitive Pokemon in a Pokemon MMO. How do you like Encore Whimsicott? It's something I used all the time back in my Gen 6 Wi-Fi battles. I love Encore Whimsicott. I'd love to showcase that in a future battle. So, I get to EQ here, but he's going to most certainly, again, like, do I want to... I mean, going for Hidden Power Ice, I can't risk that. I have to EQ. I have to. Yeah, okay. Good. He probably has to sack his Marowak there. If I went for Hidden Power Ice, that would have been a really bad play, because it's just, I can't afford to take that risk, right? If he stays in, then I lose my Landorus, and it's not like Hidden Power Ice does anything really to these two. It does hit this, but if he goes out into any of these, he's going to take a lot of Stealth Rock damage. So here he's faster than me. I wonder if I need this thing alive specifically for the Intimidate. And I might. Does this thing have enough? He's probably gonna like Brave Bird or something. Everything on my team is so low, I could very easily lose this battle. I wonder if I need this for the Intimidate. Do I need to sack this to get the initiative? Or do I sack something else? 377? I think I have to sack this. I do have to sack this. Alright. Yeah, alright, I just have to give it to him. That's fine. So I have to give him my Landorus. And this should allow me to go into Mjolnir over here, who lives a... Surely I live this Double Edge. If I don't, then that really sucks. Actually. Wait a minute. I don't live this Double Edge, do I? Ooh. Should've gone into... No, I couldn't go into this thing. Fuck, because he has Stealth Rocks up. I was wondering, I was like, why didn't I go into Greninja? And that's because he has Stealth Rocks up, so Greninja just dies. And I can't go out into this thing because I don't think Bullet Punch kills this. So if I die here, at least he'll be low enough that Bullet Punch does kill. I better live this. I'm actually just gonna go for the Z move in case he switches out, and there's no reason for me not to go for this. I better live this double edge. Alright, I did not live this double edge. So, I can't go out into this guy until I defog, which sucks. So I have to bullet punch here. Oh, this game is close. Do I lose? Ah, is the fact he got Stealth Rocks up. Rage Master has been playing a very good game. Do I lose this game? I have to defog to allow my Greninja to actually be able to switch in so I can finish off his Charizard, right? Oh, shit! Ah, I have to bullet punch this, though. I can't just defog now. Oh, man, do I have to defog? Oh, this is bad. This is very, very bad. So if I don't defog, then this thing just dies. Oh, but he's faster than me, so I have to bullet punch. Oh, sucks. Oh, that's why he's got Shadow Sneak. That crit matter? I'm max defense. I doubt it. That's why he's got Shadow Sneak. The madman. I think I just got played like a violin. I lose! Oh my god, I actually lost. The reason that I lose now is because I have nothing for his Charizard, so very, very well played. And alas, I can't switch in because of Stealth Rocks, I will just die, so I did end up losing that game. Very, very well played. I'm gonna go for the Giga Drain, not that it really matters. I will actually live this, by the way. I will live this because of Assault Vest. I know this for a fact. I've been using a lot of Tangrowths. I've been around the block. But alas. GG, though. Great game. Ah, he got me! This thing at 50%. Alas, I'm gonna die to Stealth Rocks. Doesn't matter what move I use here. I mean, this is clearly like Mega Charizard or something like that. I'm gonna knock off it. I mean, I'm dead. Oh, okay, well, he was Mega Charizard X. Yeah, no, this thing just dies Stealth Rocks. GG, well played. You see how Rage Master saved his win condition all the way to the very end. Very well played. As a result, came out on top, dude. That battle was super duper close. Excellent battle from Rage Master. I hope you all enjoyed watching that one. If you did, plenty more battles on the way, as well as Age of Empires 2 content for other games. I mean, this was great. I really enjoyed this one. I think that I should just play as many different people as possible rather than rematch Rage Master. So, and then maybe rematch him later. It's certainly possible. But yeah, this was a great game. Hope you all enjoyed this one as much as I did. I have plenty of other Wi-Fi battles on my YouTube channel, as well as Pokemon Showdown Lives. I encourage you all to watch. Playlist in the video description below. Those of you who are watching live, live stream is not over yet. I'm still going to do quite a few battles after this, and then a little bit of a team building workshop at the end of the stream, where I help some of you build a team who might be new to competitive Pokemon and want to get in on the action, because I know team building is intimidating. And even though I have that tutorial which goes super in-depth on how to do it, I think it really helps to actually have another pair of eyes giving you a hand. So, another pair of eyes giving you a hand. Good lord. Alright, I'll do another battle in just a moment. Stay tuned, stay tuned. Gonna grab some water, and if the people that signed up for the previous drawing are still around, then I will draw from the same list, and we'll just keep going through the list.